What's cracking, YouTube? Welcome to my Raw Super Show review. I'm Raw2G. If this is your first time, subscribe, come back each and every Tuesday afternoon. I'll give you the review, let you know what went down, and what I thought about the show. Here's what went down last night. Pretty much of a snoozer, that's all I'm going to tell you. John Cena returned after his absence last week on the Raw Super Show when Big Show went rampant throughout the WWE Universe. So John Cena was interviewed by Michael Cole, and Cole tells Cena that Big Show is the reason why he's acting the way he is with his path of destruction, and it could have been avoided if John Cena would have stuck up to him once he got fired by John Laurinaitis. So Cena defended himself, saying he didn't regret fighting with fire John Laurinaitis at Over the Limit, and saying that he took the easy way out and sold himself. And then Michael Cole intervened and told him that you're just jealous. Here comes Laurinaitis, people power, on his scooter, and he told Cena that he's granting him the privilege of choosing his opponent because Big Show is not in attendance. Contractual stipulation that get him selected nights off either on Raw or SmackDown. John Laurinaitis no longer can do one-on-one competition. Whatever that means. Cena just selected Michael Cole to be his opponent. Laurinaitis said, you will get your wish if you fight Lord Tensai. And if you beat Lord Tensai, then he can go after Michael Cole later on in the show. Then we get our first match. It is the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler, who is now solo. He's done with the tag team. Dolph Ziggler, in my opinion, is better solo than tag teaming with somebody because he's a show-off. In fact, this was really the best match of the night between Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler, but it was the wide out by Sheamus and then the brogue kick to Dolph Ziggler that ended his night. Sheamus easily getting the win over the soloist of the show-off. Then we get Mr. McMahon announcing to the WWE Universe through telling David Latunga that he's been told that he'll be here next week for the 3-hour Raw Super Show to evaluate John Laurinaitis' job performance. Whatever that means, it could mean he could be fired after Raw Super Show next week, or he could still continue to be Raw General Manager and SmackDown General Manager of both shows. We get Sin Cara making his return to WWE after a 9-month absence because he was injured at Survivor Series last year. He beat Hunico with no problem whatsoever. Then we get Ryback. He faces two local wrestlers who I wouldn't care because they were crappy anyway. But with Ryback, who is the young Goldberg, I like him. But what's going to happen if he changes heels sooner or later? I think he's going to be one bad mamma jamma. Right now, let's focus on what he is right now. He does is finish him! The way that he puts him in his move at the end, he put them both on his back and slammed them down. Then he's talking about, feed me more. It's like, will he get enough? Give him some competition. I think he's probably going to get his competition sooner or later. So, looking out for that. This was his Raw debut, by the way. So, congrats to Ryback with an impressive debut on Raw. Kane and WWE Champion CM Punk gets into action. Non-title match. AJ happens to be alongside of CM Punk, or is she? First, you got the threat that Kane is now going to be in a triple threat match with Daniel Bryan and CM Punk at No Way Out. And now the question remains is, where is AJ going to fit into this match as well? Because she was involved in this match too. And I particularly care for this match because, you know, CM Punk, he know what to do. And Kane, I don't know if he's showboating or whatever or anything, trying to make himself a household name once again, the bad heel. So, Daniel Bryan and Kane has a little feud going on. I was suspecting those two was going to be facing each other at No Way Out. So now they're going to combine into a triple threat match, and who knows what to expect. So, next week I will give you my predictions on what's going to happen at No Way Out. So, check out for that. next week. But in the meantime, the match itself, like I said, Kane wins on the count of AJ. I don't know. It was AJ who was almost under fire by Kane, but she gave him a little smile or whatever, and Kane walks off. And then Josh Matthews asks AJ, you don't like aggressive women or something like that? And then she says, you're just my type. And, you know, AJ can be really weird at times. Then we get the tag team champions, R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, against Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins. I get tired of these two because, not the tag team champions, but Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex, they're a good tag team, but they're not all of that. R-Truth and Kofi did give them something to remember their match with, and that was that they win easily and very handedly. Then we get to our main event of the night. Not main event of the night. It's John Cena. He's facing Lord Tensai, and once again, if Cena beat Lord Tensai, then you get to face Michael Cole. So Cena did put him in the Attitude Adjustment, 5-knuckle shuffle, whatever you want to call it, and beats Lord Tensai for his first defeat. And then he gets to face Michael Cole, and he was just toying around with the big mouth broadcaster, and he rips off his clothes and all this stuff like you're in a strip bar or whatever. I'm like, is this necessary? I mean, we weren't getting enough excitement. But this crazy match at the end, Cena and Michael Cole, really? Into his boxes, but he left his purple shirt on, whatever. And then he plays around with him and tells him to apologize to Jerry Lawler for beating him at WrestleMania, and apologize to JR because he got him fired from his broadcast booth. And he wants some barbecue sauce and said he loves his barbecue sauce. It's slamming good or some crap. Really? So they went and get the barbecue sauce from Jerry Lawler, and he pours it all over him, and then before he could finish him, Lord Tensai comes in and puts him in a A-bomb, and you think Cena's going to lose to Michael Cole, which he almost got to 3, but he got up in 2, and after that, Cole just started ad-libbing and then spraying him with the fire extinguisher. He tried to do it because Cena had already did it to Cole earlier, so he tries to do it, but he picks him up and puts him in Attitude Adjustment. Match is over. Cena I just can't wait for John Cena and Big Show, because their match now is inside a steel cage at No Way Out. So what's going to happen next week? You must check and see the 3-hour Raw Super Show next Monday night. But this Monday night, another doozer. I'll give it a 6. No excitement until the crazy ending with Cena and Michael Cole. What did y'all think about Raw this week? Post your comments. Let me know what you think. I'm Rel2G. Thanks for watching. Tune in next Tuesday at this time. Till then, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.